For over a month now, the masons have been hard at work, bringing new life to the facades of our 200-year-old coach house. With every wall they restore, we're reminded what a remarkable building this is, and how lucky we are to be its caretakers. It's humbling to think that the work we're doing now will outlast us and even our children. But that's also the beauty of it, knowing that we're preserving something future generations might one day admire.
A lot of you will have seen the huge progress that we are making on the facade of the coach house. And although we are a really long way off being able to start on the interiors, I think it's important that we make some small steps to progress and feel like we are making progress somewhere. We've mostly cleared out the inner parts of the coach house, and we've kind of done it little by little because it was a huge amount of work. And this week, I want to clear out the last remaining space, which is a complete mess. So this is the room in question, and you will see that I can't even get in there right now. This is going to clean up really beautifully. This is a traditional 18th century door handle. Wow. Or perhaps it was used here in the coach house. But I really love this detail here. It's a bit like tongue and groove. And I think this could be sanded and come up really nicely and be used somewhere in my atelier. So here's the sign, and it says Merci à Louis, Gonville de Chateau de Gonville-sur-Honfleur, 31st of August, 36. I think it must be 1836. So this is definitely one to keep. This is a cast iron old poêle, like an oven, a radiator that they used in the chateau for heating. So I think we're going to take that to the scrap. There's also this ceramic one that was also, we took out from the bedrooms upstairs that we used to heat the chateau. I don't know what we're going to do with that. We're trying to see if we can resell it or something. And then I've got a pile of bricks. Some of them were used outside the chateau to make a nice terraced area. So we might be able to reuse them somewhere in the garden. And these are the clay tiles that I want to try and save. So you can see some of them look in quite good condition. I just need to try and get the old mortar off the back without breaking them. So that's the challenge. So I finished clearing up that first space, and now I have got this mess to sort out. Let's do it. Oh, that just went in my face. So disgusting in here. I think I found like some kind of rat's nest in this old insulation, and it's full of rat poo, and it's so disgusting. So I am putting a mask on. Ugh. My little assistant. Are you checking up on me, Ziggs? Hey, Ziggy, what you doing? Okay, so this is absolutely disgusting in here. It's so full of dust and rat poo and all the insulation from the roof up here where they removed it, and it just fell onto this pile of clay tiles. So it might seem a bit counterproductive because I'm literally just moving them down here. But for the moment, I just want to get rid of all the debris, all the dust, all the rat poo, and then I can set about trying to clean up the tiles. all of these old metal parts. I think they might be from when we took the shutters off the Chateau. I don't know what to do with them. We might be able to restore them at some point, so I don't want to get rid of them. 2-6. After a day of grueling and very dusty work cleaning up the coach house, my skin is definitely in need of some pampering. And thanks to FOREO, who also happens to be this week's ad, I can do that without even having to leave home. For over a year now, I've been using their products, such as the UFO 3, which is a deep facial hydration device, and it gives my skin a big boost of moisture when it needs it most. Now that I'm approaching 40, I've become a big fan of their FAQ 202, a new generation of LED silicone face mask, which I use for 15-minute anti-aging treatments several times a week. It uses 8 different wavelengths, including NIR, to target signs of aging and other skin concerns. I wasn't as careful as I should have been with sun protection in my 20s and 30s, but one of the benefits of this mask is that it strengthens the skin's layers, and since using it, I've noticed a healthier glow, more even tone, and reduced sunspots. It's super easy to use and comfortable, as it's made with a unique flexi-fit silicone, which means it can fit any face shape for an even light coverage. Plus, you can hardly notice you're wearing it. Check out the FAQ 202 and other FOREO bestsellers by clicking the link in the description. And you get an extra 30% off almost everything when you use our code 30HOWTO. And yes, the code stacks with sale items too.
Now, with all the rooms cleaned out, it's time for me to think about the electrics. And I'm gonna make a electrical plan, a simple electrical plan, and then I can order all the cables and plugs, etc. By the way, I'm super excited to see the final render on this facade, because it's the main facade. When you drive in, you see this, and it has these 3 openings. It's my favorite facade from this building. Super excited. But electrics now. This room used to be empty. Now it has all the builders' stuff in here. Fair enough, they need a space. But it's a little bit harder for me to visualize what will be there. But Anna told me she wants her desk on this side, against this wall. And I remember that is Anna's office. That's the room where she does work on computers and does her simulations and whatnot. So we want to keep it within a budget. Should be super practical, obviously, for Anna to be happy here. But we also don't want to make it too complicated in terms of digging trenches for the cables or anything else. So I think having a slightly industrial look, maybe with apparent cables, I need to see if I can find something nice. Could be something really nice. There are these apparent... Oh, hi.
Hello, I don't have a mic.
Oh, that's all right. If you stay close to me, then look, you pretend we like each other, and then we can both be heard on the mic.
Maybe it would be good to have some plug points at, low down, so we don't see them. But I think it could be good to have some plug points around here.
How about I make plug sockets in each corner? Here, one here.
What, in this corner here?
And one here.
I think even on this back wall here, there might be kind of a bookcase or something where I can have books, and you could have a little lamp on it. So
yeah, I make a plug socket here.
On this, by the door?
Here, yeah, like normal in the room.
It's a bit too random in the middle of, by the side.
Well, no, that's not random. Where do you, on this corner then? I'm not going to make you a 10, you can always have an extension cable. You don't need 100 plug sockets everywhere. If you have one on this wall and one here, and one here, I think you're covered. And everything else you can do it by extension cord.
Yeah, okay.
How do you feel about a rail where you then can apply orientable spots? I think that could look nice.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah.
That's a bit like what Carl and Christina have now in
Exactly,
Sweden.
they did in the library.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, so maybe something a bit bigger sized for here, because you need bigger lights.
So we don't have one central light, but we're going to have a light lights that are going kind of all the way around the perimeter of the ceiling.
Do you need water in here?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
here.
in
Or
here?
in the other room?
No, in the other room,
In the other room, good.
Yeah.
So this is not technical drawing, it's just for me to remember. And then we said one plug here, and one here.
That's too many, no? That's a lot of plugs. That's too many.
No, that's not too many. That's what
Is
you
it
wanted.
not?
You wanted one in the middle, and you still want one in the corner if you want to plug in.
Oh, maybe a light
yes,
or something.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
So you want definitely 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is all right.
Yeah.
I'm excited to do this. Electric is something I feel comfortable to do. Cool.
As opposed to what?
As opposed to
Carpentry.
painting or carpentry. That will be good. That will be good in the future. And we're learning.
Somebody likes our flowers.
Yeah, they're getting nicer and nicer every day. And it's so ironic that exactly the year where we redo the facade, they are so beautiful.
I've never seen them look so good, actually.
So what we have to do, I
flowers.
think, to save them, we could cut them down
Yeah.
and then hoping that they will grow back. But what I think we do is we build some support for them, detach them from the wall, fold them over, they do their work and hopefully don't break it. And then when it's done, we fold them back and need to find a way to attach them without piercing through the new render. So I need to come up with something.
Maybe we need to add a trellis or something
I don't know.
behind.
If anybody has an idea how to attach roses onto a wall without harming the wall, please leave us a comment.
Yeah.
So this is another completely empty room.
It was until you made it into your temporary workshop, your boat workshop.
Bike, boat, workshop and anything. Anyways, here.
This is going to be my main messy studio space with a big print table in the middle. And then I will need definitely some washing area. I think this is actually good for the washing area.
Yes.
Because you need like quite a low basin where you can then put the screens in and then you can hose them down. And I think I will put the table on some rollers, you know, like these industrial rollers that you can just put like on brakes.
Yes. Here I would suggest 4 strong industrial LED lights.
Yeah.
So, because they are good for you to see, but they will also be good if you film. If you do a course or if you do whatever you're filming here, then you will have a nice light for the camera.
It's already looking much better. Still, obviously, bricks that we need to take over to the barn.
Scaffolding.
Scaffolding.
The ceiling looks a little bit precarious.
Actually, with the layout, I don't know what's the plan. Are we keeping this?
Well, I think it's too early because we want a sauna here, right? And
Yeah.
we don't know how to do that yet.
We did speak with a German sauna company who reached out to us, and we're very excited because I think we're going to collaborate with them, and they're hopefully going to come here, and yeah, we're going to work through together with them because they can give us some advice about how they would do it.
So this is where the electrics come in from outside, from the Chateau. So there's a huge loop, and then it comes in here. And I think this will be strong enough even for the sauna, because if this is not strong enough, we need to bring electrics from the road back here again. And I got a quote that was about 8,000 euros just to dig the trench, to bring the electrics in. And I said, no, not going to happen. So this is the solution for now. I hope we have enough power to even have a sauna oven. For everything else, it's fine. Well, I was able to charge my electric car. Anna, you have been extremely ambitious because you said you want to clean all these old terracotta tiles that we found in the attic.
Yeah, I am going to clean them. Look, it's just some old mortar.
And I tried to explain Anna that cleaning them will take so much time that it's more expensive than just buying a different floor type, but you are totally in love with those.
They're so beautiful. They're going to bring so much character.
But it will take you forever to clean them.
Yeah, I know, but I've got a plan.
Okay, Anna, what's the plan?
So I don't know if this is the right tool, and I'm not really dressed for doing this, but I think that if I use something like this, I was talking to Jean-Pierre, who's our garden helper. He said he did 250 tiles like this. He suggested to put it into a bed of sand, so that will absorb a bit the shock. Probably I need a bit of a bigger sizzle, and yeah, it's going to take a while. Come back in 2 years for this renovation to be done. Some of it comes off like really easy, because yesterday when I was clearing them, well, there you go.
Not bad.
So it's just about, look at that, it's still got some like straw in it.
Yeah.
Some 18th century straw.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, giving it a good lick.
I'm not going to place plug sockets here because I really don't know yet where they are and what we do with this space. So I just have some cables, enough cables for a certain amount of plug sockets.
I just saw Ziggy jumping out.
He jumped.
Oh my gosh. Ziggy!
Did he jump on the scaffolding?
He went onto the edge of that window. Ziggy, you scared us. Anyway, this is going to be phase 2, right, up here?
Yes.
We need to focus on windows and the atelier.